Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing okay. So today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful sunflower statement earring. Let's take a little break from bags, okay? For this project, firstly you need some yellow crystal beads. I got about 2 strands of this in size 4. That is for the petals. I also got green crystal beads in the same size 4, but this is for the stem of the flower. Then for the anther of the flower, that's the inner part, I got brown crystal beads, but this is in size 6. For the fishing line, we're going to use 0.40 millimeters today. You'd also need your stud hook, that's what I call it. This is how they look like. You need a pair of stud hooks. And lastly, an adhesive glue. You'd also need the scissors, okay? I forgot to add it into the frame. Alright, let's get to it. To begin, you cut out a fresh fishing line. We'll use this much. So we're going to start with the anther first. We're going to take 5 brown beads and pass it through the left hand side of the fishing line. 5 brown beads. Once that is done, you drag down 4, then you cross both ends into the last one. Then you draw that down. And this is what you have. We just created the anther. Now to continue, we want to start working on the petals. You work mostly with the right hand side of the fishing line, so let's create more space. Let's make it a bit longer, okay? Once that is done, make sure your work is tight. Then on the right hand side of the fishing line, we are going to add 10 yellow crystal beads. Once that is done, we drag them down. Now I want you to look closely at that first ever bead we added. That's the yellow bead. We are going to pass our fishing line through it like this. Then you draw that out. Keep drawing and tugging at it until your work is tight. And this is what we have. We have created our first petal. The next thing you want to do is to go into the next brown bead there. You pass a fishing line through it. Draw that out. This step makes your petal firmer. To continue, we want to create a new petal, and to do that, what do? We add 10 yellow crystals to the right hand side of our fishing line. So let's do that. Once that is done, like we did earlier, we want to locate the first bead we added there. So we're going to go into the first of the 10 yellow crystals, pass our fishing line through that. Draw that out, keep tugging at it, make sure your work is very tight. After that, we'll go into the next brown bead there, pass our fishing line through it, then we draw that out. And this is what you have. So you want to keep up with this step until you get all around the anther. Keep creating petals until you get to where the other end of the fishing line is, okay? Let's go. We are here now on the last petal, and as you can see, we have met the other end of the line. What you want to do right here is to tie. We are going to tie the fishing line so that our work will be very firm, okay? Tie as much as you want. We are done with that, and now it is time to create the stem of this sunflower. To do that, on both sides of the fishing line, we're going to add 1 green bead each, okay? So the left we add 1 bead, the right we also add another bead. Then we'll join both ends of our fishing line like this. Then we are going to pass 10 green crystal beads through it. We are done with that. It is now time to create the second sunflower head. We'll split both ends of the fishing line. Then on both sides, we'll add 2 green crystals each. Add 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Once that is done, we take one brown bead and cross both ends of the fishing line through it. Then we drag that down. And this is what we have. Make sure your work is very tight, okay? To proceed, on one side of the fishing line, we are going to add 4 brown beads. You drag down 3, then you cross both ends into the last one. As you can see, we have created the second anther, and now it is time to start working on the petals like we did earlier. Let's locate the longer parts of the line, then proceed to add 10 yellow crystal beads to it. Once that is done, you pass your fishing line through the first of the 10 crystal beads you added. Then you pass your fishing line through the next brown bead. And yeah, the first petal is complete. So keep this step going until you eventually complete the petals and get all the way to the other end of the fishing line. We are right here on the last petal and we have met the other end of the fishing line. I am done creating all the petals and now our sunflower is complete. It is now time to tie and make sure our work is very firm. We have one more step to go with the sunflower. We are going to place a little dot in the middle of the anther. Will I call it a seed? I don't know what to call it, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna place it right there. Then we split both ends of the fishing line and pass it through that other brown bead facing it. Like the bead right there in the middle, okay? Pass it across. Once that is done, make sure your work is tight, okay? And this is what you have. Now your sunflower is truly complete. The only thing that is left for you to do is to pass around your fishing line to meet the other end, then you tie your work, tie it very tightly. After tying, make sure you hide the knot in between one of those brown beads, okay? Once that is done, you then take your scissors and cut out the excess fishing line. And ta-da! This is what the sunflower looks like and this is what your work should look like as well. It is now time to transform this stunning piece to an actual earring, and to do that we have to attach this stud hook. Apply a generous amount of adhesive glue to the stud hook. Then on the flat side of this sunflower, we're going to also apply glue to it. Apply enough, then we just paste it, as simple as that. You leave it to dry for a while. Once it's fully dried, do not forget to make the second one. And now your pair of earrings are ready. This statement earring right here would really upgrade your look. I really hope you try them out. Alright, hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to others who may find it helpful as well. I'll see you all in my next tutorial, okay? Goodbye.